Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, let's do a review of my 5 most affordable handbags in my entire collection. The 5 bags that would cost you the least out of your pocket and whether or not I think they are worth it. And the first of these is this little beauty. Now, this bag sits normally behind me over here in the middle, and I get so many comments and questions from you guys on the videos. What is that orange bag in the background? Can you give us some details? And it was those comments and questions which actually inspired this video. Now, this is not sponsored. This is just a review of my 5 most affordable bags, but this Teddy Blake bag was gifted to me about maybe 2.5 years ago. I have been using this bag now for 2.5 years, so I think I am well versed to give you a review of it and the quality of it. This is also my mum's favourite bag in my whole collection. So this bag actually gets a bit of joint use, and I can tell you for the price point of this bag, I think the quality has been fabulous. I think it's a very, very usable bag. Now, I generally don't close mine. You can put this in here and put this over here. Mine would probably be still quite stiff to do that because I never really close it. I can't actually remember the last time that I have used this bag and closed it up. One of the things I think this bag is really good for is if I want a bag that I think is still quite fashionable, still looks really well, but isn't screaming overtly designer. There are just places that I go in life. I've got 2 small children that I don't want to have either a Chanel or a Louis Vuitton or a very, very recognisable bag or logo with me, and this is one of the ones that I will take quite often. I think that it has held up well for the use that it's got. You will see on mine signs of wear on the feet underneath, which funny enough, that's what they're for. You will see some corner wear. You can see some of the kind of almost, I suppose, getting a little bit dirty because it is a very bright colour and I am using it quite a lot. I do wear a lot of denim and dark colours, so I think on the edges you're probably also seeing a little bit of wear and maybe a little bit of colour transfer on it as well. You're probably seeing on the back here little bits of colour transfer, probably from really dark denim. But apart from that, 2.5 years of use for a very affordable brand of bag. I'm looking at the handle and I don't see any real wear or anything really to report, and that's from me grabbing it like this, although I will tell you that I wear this quite often crossbody. I use this strap with it that came with it. I also use this strap that came with this bag to wear the multicolour Fendi baguette over there because I don't really like the strap that came with it, and if you wear my I hate my bags video, they drive me nuts. You'll have heard an awful lot about the strap that comes with that. Somebody actually said it looked like a seatbelt and I thought that was such a perfect description. So I generally wear this one quite a bit because I use it with that bag as well. It does the job. It fits me perfectly crossbody. It has obviously got a little bit of wear from having been used. These are still in very good condition, but overall, if you want a review of this bag, and I will link my unboxing video of this bag down below, I think for an affordable option as opposed to some of these price points, I think this is a really, really good option. I think the leather has held up really well. I think it's a really good quality. Mine is still very clean inside, and that's surprising actually for the amount of use that it has had on the inside and things just getting thrown in there, and I'm not overly careful. So for a review of this one, I think a good option at a good price point. I think an option to get stylish bag, lots of colour choices, lots of style choices for a price that's probably a little bit easier to swallow than some of these. Yeah, I would recommend this bag. I have enjoyed having this bag. As I say, this is not sponsored, so this is they don't know I'm making this video. I haven't been asked to make this video. As I say, 2.5 years ago this came. But whenever a lot of you had started to notice it, once it got its position over here in the orange side of the room, I thought I would include it in this. But well, actually it inspired this video, which is to review my most affordable bags. This is how it sits whenever it has the strap on it. So it sits actually very well crossbody, and I will put this on and give you a little mod shot of it. I think affordable option, really good bag. Number 2 is my Coach bag, and the one that I have is the Tabby Mini in the shearling, and this is, the reason I bought this was because of the shearling. I loved the colour of it. It's burgundy, which is one of my favourite colours. It just makes me feel warm and Christmassy and velvety and all of that. It's shearling, which is very soft, which I really like. But to be completely frank with you, I did not want to buy a shearling bag at a Dior, Chanel, Louis Vuitton price point. I just didn't want to do it. I live in Ireland, it rains a lot, I have 2 small children, I have 4 dogs. I just thought that would be a bit of a disaster, if I'm completely honest with you. And I didn't want to be spending thousands of pounds on a fabric that I just didn't know if it would hold up, if I got caught in the rain, what would happen. So I decided to get the Coach version whenever this came out. And I've been really, really pleasantly surprised with this bag. I really, really like it. I've used this bag a lot. Like the Teddy Blake, I've used this a lot whenever I didn't want to take with me an overtly designer bag. It is a mini bag. Personally, I am a fan of mini bags, but what I generally fit in here is my phone. I fit my card holder. I can maybe slip my key in as well, but not my 4-ring key holder, as well as a phone and a card holder. So generally it'll have the phone in one slip, the card holder in the other, and not much else. So if you're looking for one of these, they don't hold a huge amount. My phone is the iPhone Pro, but it's not the Max. The Max wouldn't fit. My version does fit. Mine, I think, is the iPhone 11 Pro, and it fits in there pretty perfectly, but there's not a huge amount of space left. So if you're looking at one of these, it is very much as a very mini bag. You're not fitting a huge amount in it, but when I carry it, all I generally have is my card holder and my phone. If I have a key, I have to take the fob off, so either the key off or the fob off, rather than keeping it in the 4-ring key holder, or I wouldn't get all 3 into this. But the shearling has held up really, really well. It's still really, really soft. I have given this quite a bit of use. In the winter time, this got quite a bit of use. There is a tiny little, you'll see maybe here where my fingernail is, a very tiny white speck. And I think that's where I have caught the leather. This C is a leather coating over this, and I have caught this with something and taken a little tiny, I think, yeah, I don't think it's a mark on it. I think I've taken a little bit of the leather, or I've marked the leather somehow, and you can see that little tiny white mark down here. Now, it doesn't bother me. I can't even really notice it, but just to let you know, that can happen because it is a leather on this coating. It does come with this strap, which is adjustable and fully removable, obviously, because it's in my hand. And I wear it on one of the bottom loops here because I like it to be at a certain length when it's crossbody, but it does give you the option to make it shorter, make it longer. And what I really like about this is this bag also comes with a little strap that goes across here, which I've had to go and find because I never ever use it. But if you want the option of adding on a little top handle strap, this just clicks onto the circles at the side here, and it gives you that added option. Now, you could keep this on and wear it crossbody. I generally don't. I generally have taken this off. It's been in the drawer pretty much since I got it. I haven't used it as a handheld. But for the price point of this, the options that you have are fabulous. You have the option when you're buying this of many different fabrics, many different colours. You have the option to use it handheld, a bit like the Teddy Blake. You can use that handheld and crossbody for a really good price through this strap on the floor. Or you can add this strap onto it and wear it crossbody, or shorten it down and wear it on your shoulder. So there's really good options with this one. This one obviously is going to hold a lot less than the Teddy Blake. This one I think is a bit more expensive than the Teddy Blake. I will, when I'm editing this, get prices and put them on the screen. But this one, I do think, again, not at those types of price levels, is a really, really good option. I've kept this on it. This comes off as well. I quite like the look of it. You don't need to keep it on it. But for the price of this, I think a really, really good option if you're looking for a very small bag. If you're looking for a bag that you can use a bit more as an everyday bag, you might want to look at the Teddy Blake, or you might want to look at the bigger version of this. There is a version of this which is the larger size, and it's going to fit more of a sort of everyday type bag. It's still not huge, but it's definitely going to fit more than this one is. Whereas if you're looking between my two, the Teddy Blake is going to fit a lot more than this one. Number 3 is sticking with very small bags, and it is the Gucci Super Mini. I love this bag. I love this bag probably because of the colour. There are so many colours in this. I just find this really fun and really happy to wear it. This is a bag that I take with me every holiday that we go on because it's very small, it's very light, fits in very easily, and because of the bright colours, it goes with basically anything that I'm going to be wearing as a summertime bag. It does have in it this strap which you can wear crossbody. I can wear this comfortably crossbody. I am 5'1" and a UK 12 for reference. This is a silver crossbody chain. The chain though I don't find uncomfortable or digs into my shoulder because the bag is so small, it's quite light, so it's not putting a huge amount of pressure whenever I'm wearing that. This chain you can see attaches in here on these little D-rings with these hooks, so you can take it off. You can take this off and use this as a handheld bag or a little tiny clutch bag. You could also pull this along and work some magic with some clips if you wanted to use this as a belt bag. You could maneuver this chain along the way, move it, there we go, slide it across this way, and you could make it fit whatever size you were at for a belt bag, but you would need to get a little hook just to hold that, but it is another option for it. I think these are fabulous bags. For the price of the Gucci Super Mini, Gucci obviously is one of the higher level designer bags probably than the last two that I've just talked about, but for the price of the Super Mini, I think these are a really, really good option. Now, I can fit in this my iPhone 11 Pro, not the Max, the Pro does fit in this. I can fit with that a flat card holder. So I have my phone, I have the flat card holder, I can get a lip gloss or something in it, and I could get my keys in it as well, because it does have a bit of give. You can still see there's some rubbish in mine, but it does have a little bit of give that you can stretch it out. So I can get my keys into this one as well. Probably deceptive for just how small it is. It is a mini super mini bag though. You're not carrying a huge amount. We're talking a phone, a flat card holder. In the Coach bag, when I was talking about my card holder, I was talking about either the Recto Verso or the Louis Vuitton coin card holder, and I have a comparison video on those. Those obviously hold an awful lot more than a flat card holder, and they do fit in that. I don't carry them in this. When I'm using this, it's the Louis Vuitton flat card holder, my phone, lip gloss, key, and nothing really else. Now, this version sold out very, very quickly. This was from the Gucci multicolour collection. The only thing I will say to you is this can be a little bit awkward just to get this to pop in. You kind of have to hold it and push it in to get it to lock. So when I'm wearing this open, I will quite often have to lift this up if it's crossbody and push it in that way to get this one to close. That's probably similar to the Coach bag, if I'm honest. This, I think, is hard to get because it was the multicolour collection. These sold out very, very quickly, especially in this super mini size. But they do bring these out regularly. They bring them out in different colours, in leathers. I haven't seen a multicolour one like this since, but there are options for these. And if you're looking for a very small bag, I think this is a really good option. Number 4 on my affordable bags is this Prada bag. And I'm not going to go into too much detail on this because I have a recent video with a full review on this. This is a fabulous, fabulous bag. This holds a lot. When I did that video and I was putting everything in it to show you what this bag holds, I was very pleasantly surprised by what this holds. This holds basically the amount of what I class as a normal handbag type amount. It has in it the strap which comes with it that can be worn crossbody, and it has the little pouch. Generally, whenever I have used this though, I have not worn the crossbody strap. I have generally used this as a little carry handheld bag. I like it that way. I think it's cute that way. I really like the gold chain with it. I've kept the little Prada tag on mine which you can take off. Mine is in the raffia. It has held up really, really well, but you can get these in nylon and in leather. There's lots of options of these in different colours. I think a really, really good bag. It's quite equivalent to the Louis Vuitton multi-pochette accessoire, which is over there. This one is more affordable, even in the leather, I believe. No, in the nylon, it's more affordable than the canvas version of the Louis Vuitton one. So I do think this is a really good option. It gives you a lot of options to wear. You can wear it like this. You can wear it crossbody. You can take this off altogether if you didn't want a chain on it. There's a lot of options with it. It does come with that little pouch. Although, as I've said, I don't wear that on the strap ever because I don't need to draw the attention there. But for a slightly more affordable version, now I'm not saying this is inexpensive, it is expensive. This is a designer level bag. It is less expensive than the Chanel, the Louis Vuitton, certainly the Birkin, the Dior that you're seeing around you. You can get these at a better price point, and I think it's a really, really good bag, and I will link that Prada review if you're interested in this so as you can get more information on it. Number 5 in my most affordable designer bags is one of my all-time favourites, and it is, of course, the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. Now, these have shot up in price since I first bought them, and I have lifted out the one that I bought first. For this very point, when I bought this, this is the Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the GM size. I bought this in 2011 for my 30th birthday in Rome. When I bought this in 2011, this cost €550. I wish I'd bought 10. But for me then, that was a huge amount of money. Now, again, I'll get the prices, but this is hugely more expensive. I think this is around about 1,200 sterling now. But big price increase. Still one of the most affordable bags in my collection, even if we take into account my newer version, which I bought at a more recent price and has the pink interior. Still one of my most affordable bags. If you need a tote bag, a carry everything bag, a throw it all in bag, a travel bag, a work bag, this bag is fabulous. And I won't listen to the never full haters. I refuse. I think this bag is absolutely fabulous. The reason you see a lot of this bag, the reason this bag is, in some people's words, everywhere, the reason that it is done is because it's so freaking good at what it does. It is fabulous for what it does. It is a bag that carries everything. I use mine for work. Now this is my older one. My new one is downstairs filled with all my work stuff. There's a laptop in it, my agenda will be in it, my pencil case will be in it, there's notebooks that will be in it, my toiletry 15 will be in it, my 4-ring key holder will be in it, my key clay will be in it. There's a load of stuff in there. Wires will be in it, headphones will be in it, AirPods will be in it. I carry both in case one runs dead. In case the AirPods don't work, I have the plug-in ones. I have my laptop charger. I have so much stuff in there and it does the job fabulously. I don't need to look for any other tote. This, to me, for an affordable price point for Louis Vuitton. I'm not saying this piece cheap, it doesn't. It's very expensive for like one, massive piece of canvas in a big black hole. It's a lot of money, but it is fabulous at what it does. And if you need a tote bag, this comes in the PM size, the MM and the GM. For me, I've always went for the biggest. There are 3 different options. At Louis Vuitton prices, this is one of the more accessible, affordable bags if you're talking their price range, and I absolutely love it. I think if you have a use for that type of bag, it's fabulous. It's wonderful. For me, if I didn't need it for work, I would still have one of these for travel. If we go on a weekend away, if we go on a plane, if we go on a trip, if we go on a road trip, wherever, this comes and carries all the everything, practically the kitchen sink. It is that good. Love it, love it, love it. As one of my most affordable bags, if all of these were to go, if the house was burning down, God forbid, please don't let that happen, I'd be grabbing this and it's coming with me. So that was a quick review of the 5 most affordable bags in my handbag collection. I hope that this was useful. It was a short review of each bag. If there's any of these bags that you would like further information on, you have questions on anything, just come into the comment box and let me know what that is. I will try to answer them for you. Thank you so much for watching me. If you've enjoyed this at all, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. Thank you for being here. Please do consider subscribing. Please take care and I will see you again in the next one.